Earth is the only planet in the solar system with an atmosphere that can sustain life. The atmosphere is a mixture of 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% other gases that surround Earth.
Coal and fuel oil began polluting the air and water.
Greenland glaciers started melting by the 1920s.
Smoke camels than any other cigarette. Lift up your eyes to the heavens and look at the earth beneath.
By the 1940s, heavy, coal polluted, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania was dark at all hours of the day.
Pennsylvania 5-6,000. Fires have been burning for decades. The heavens vanish like smoke. The earth will wear off like a garment, and they will dwell in the without. 2 billion tons of carbon dioxide a year. In 1900, we produced that from burning fossil fuels, mostly coal. By 1950, we produced 3 times as much. More people.
More cars.
Cheap gas.
More smog.
More suburbs.
New interstate highway system.
How else could you see the USA in your Chevrolets? Auto emissions increased the amount of smog, ozone, and greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, which in turn contributed to global warming.
Got a tiger in your tank.
You expected more from Standard, did you get it? Remember 1966, when 200 people died from smog in New York City?
Remember 1969, when Cleveland, Ohio's Cuyahoga River burst into flames?
Finally, United States Congress passed clean air and clean water laws.
In 1979, American progressive President Jimmy Carter put solar panels on the White House.
But in 1986, conservative President Ronald Reagan took them off. The 1986 meltdown of Soviet Union's Chernobyl nuclear reactor crippled plans to replace fossil fuels with nuclear power. To favor the fossil fuel industries, political conservative promoted skepticism about global warming.
Government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
In 1988, Exxon, like the coal industry, spent millions establishing think tanks and lobby groups to engage in science denial.
By 1989, fossil fuel and other U.S. industries formed a global climate coalition to tell politicians and the public that climate science is too uncertain to justify action.
From the mid-1980s, climate change created many disastrous wildfires.
First angel blew his trumpet, and a third of the trees were burned up, and all the green grass was burned up.
Lift up your eyes to the heavens and look at the earth beneath. The earth will wear out like a garment.
We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth.
How dare you!
That was 17-year-old climate activist Greta Thunberg, Time Magazine Person of the Year, speaking at the United Nations Climate Action Summit in the summer of 2019. America's leading science denier Senator James Inhofe said,
With all of that hysteria, all of the fear, all of the phony science, could it be that man-made global warming is the greatest hoax ever perpetrated on the American people?
Hurricane Katrina awakened the world to the new climate-influenced weather disasters.
Al Gore's inconvenient news compared the terrifying prospect of global warming's effects on the road to taking a major hike to the Book of Revelation.
NASA climate scientist Dr. James Hansen compared global warming energy gain to be like exploding 400,000 Hiroshima atomic bombs every day, all year long. Whole islands in Bangladesh have already disappeared due to sea level rise. Louisiana's coastal isle de Jean Charles has lost 98% of its land since 1955. The mayor of Venice, Italy, blamed climate change for the highest water levels in more than 50 years.
American President Donald Trump said,
all of this with the global warming and that, a lot of it's a hoax. It's a hoax, okay? It's a hoax.
America's leading science denier Senator James Inhofe declared,
We should have no concern for the environment, because, after the Great Flood with Noah, God promised that he would never ruin the earth again.
Meanwhile, Pope Francis called upon the world to abandon fossil fuels.
Lift up your eyes to the heavens.
And look at the earth beneath,
The earth will wear out like a garment.
and all its people will die like flies.
In 2019, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration revealed that the 9 warmest years ever recorded have all occurred since 2005.
We pumped a record 40.5 billion tons of carbon dioxide into the air in 2019.
Floods with a 0.1% chance of happening in any given year became a frequent occurrence.
In Maine, rising ocean temperatures shut down shrimp fishing.
February 2020, it was 69 degrees Fahrenheit in Antarctica.
Then, the Lamb opened the fourth seal, and I saw a pale horse. Its riders were named Death and Hades. They were given power over a fourth of the earth, to kill by sword, famine, and disease.
The coronavirus has led to an astonishing shutdown of economic activity and a drastic reduction in the use of fossil fuels in China and Italy. The air is now strikingly clean.
Venice's Grand Canal, normally fouled by boat traffic, is running clear in Seattle, New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Atlanta. The fog of pollution has lifted. Even global carbon emissions have fallen.
While some hope the coronavirus pandemic lessons will be used to stabilize global temperatures and air quality, others focused on driving the global economy into full speed as rapidly as possible. Still others fear that the apocalypse was upon us all.
The earth will wear out like a garment.
And all its people will die like flies. But my salvation will last forever, and my righteousness will never end.